Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Alain. Hope everybody's doing well. Want to thank all of you for joining live and commenting, watching replays, listening to the audio at the website, Apple, Spotify, wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching. Thank you. I do these to try to give you some positivity here on the internet, some tips on staying safe, some tips on enjoying life, enjoying it safely. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about being prepared and how it relates to self-defense. As the picture I'm showing right now says, you never know when danger will come, but being prepared and aware reduces the chances of being taken by surprise. And that's extremely important, because if you're taken by surprise, the odds of you being able to react and do something to keep yourself safe or defend yourself decreases. If you have a little bit of warning, a little bit of time, and even just a little bit, it will increase the odds that you can escape or defend yourself. And that's why staying safe starts with being prepared and being aware of your surroundings. Because when you see something, then you can take some actions to keep yourself safe. You can defend yourself if you have to, easier than if you're taken off guard and by surprise. Criminals like surprise because they can take you off guard. They can surprise you. It increases their chance of getting what they want. And that's bad for you. And that's why we want to be proactive. We want to be aware. And we want to have a plan of what to do when we recognize something. Just being aware isn't enough. I mean, everybody says, yeah, situational awareness is the key. I say it too. Everybody preaches, be aware. But just being aware is not enough. We need to know what to do when we see certain things. So we have to have the awareness, of course, paying attention to things that are going on around us, paying attention to what we are doing and how it affects what's going on around us. That's a part of awareness that some folks don't teach. But then we also need to know what to be aware of, warning signs and signals that can make us go to one side or another and do something to be proactive to keep ourselves safe. And then when we recognize those cues, we then need a plan and know what to do to keep ourselves safe or defend ourselves. That might be seeing something up ahead that looks dangerous, turning around and going the other direction. It might be knowing that you're about to be attacked and sprinting as fast as you can the other direction. It might mean you're about to be attacked and you launch a preemptive strike, a chin heel strike right up underneath the chin, knock his head into next week, and then escape to safety. But you need to have thought out these things. You need to have a plan for what to do in different circumstances. And it's not a fine, detailed plan, because that's never going to work. It's a general plan, and that will probably fall apart too. But like Eisenhower said, it's not the plan, it's the planning that's most important. And the planning what to do if something happens enforces that into your brain. And so when something does happen, you don't have to try to figure it out when your thinking is compromised because of the stress and adrenaline and everything of the situation when that hits your body, and it's harder to think. You've already thought about it. You already have a plan. You already have something to go to in that situation. And that's what can keep you safe. That's what can allow you to defend yourself and then get to safety. So all of this stuff works together. And yes, often in a social media post, there's just one component of the whole. And some people will say, well, what about this? And what about that? And what about this? And you're forgetting that. yes, in a social media post, you don't have the whole entire picture. You have pieces. But then if you take enough of those social media posts and you put them together with other things, you can have the whole. And that's why I have so many different social media posts, all with little pieces. And then I have the newsletter that goes out every weekend that expands on those pieces to give you a little bit more. And then I have stuff like the Self-Defense Essentials course or How to Stay Safe in This Crazy World course that goes deeper in explaining those things to give you the whole to defend yourself, keep yourself safe. That makes sense? I hope so. So I encourage you to check out the social media posts that I make on my personal page, on Survive and Defend page, and Enjoy Life Safely page. Lots of tips on safety, self-defense, but they're just little tips. You got to have all of them together to have that whole. And then if you subscribe to the newsletter, you can get that free at enjoylifesafely.com. You'll get even deeper than those social media posts on a lot of those topics to help you stay safe and defend yourself. And then if you download the free ebooks, you'll get even more. And then if you actually get the courses, How to Stay Safe or Self-Defense Essentials, or the other courses I'm building and they're not quite ready yet in the future, those will all work together to give a holistic, complete program on keeping yourself safe and defending yourself if you have to. That's my goal with all of this, putting it together. So be sure to check out enjoylifesafely.com, and it can help you be prepared. Just like my coffee cup says, be prepared. That's what I want you to be, because when you are prepared, you can live more confidently and you can enjoy more, and you don't have to live in fear or be afraid of what's out there, because there is a lot of good out there that you can enjoy. And being prepared, having some knowledge, having some training allows you to go out and do it confidently. I want to say good morning to a few folks. Thad's here and said good morning. Thank you, Thad. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Jay and Vicky are here, said good morning. Thank you, guys. Hope you're having a good morning. Dixon's here. Dixon said, I'm a former Boy Scout. Motto, be prepared. But thanks for the advice just the same. Thank you, Dixon. Do you have a be prepared mug like mine, though? Do you have that mug that says be prepared? If not, you're not a true Boy Scout. Thank you, Dixon, for being here. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody. I got to get busy, and I found out my numbers of the training tomorrow just went up. So I got to make some more copies of handouts and things like that and get prepared for that training tomorrow. And a few other things on the table, but I wanted to share this message this morning. Appreciate all of you. Go to enjoylifesafely.com, get signed up for the newsletter. If you haven't yet, check out those courses. Remember, Self-Defense Essentials is 20% off right now, only through February 18th. Then that price is going to go up. Get it now while you can save some money. Make it a fabulous Friday, and I'll be back to see you tomorrow.